CES 2023, VinFast is here. I've been wanting to do a video on them for quite some time, so what better place than here? What better time than now? Some background on VinFast before getting into their electric vehicles. VinFast LLC is the automotive company privately held by the Vin Group. What is the Vin Group? Glad you asked. Very interesting company. Headquartered in Vietnam and founded by Vong in 1993, making dried foods in the Ukraine. In 2000, he went into business in his home country of Vietnam. Vin Group went public in 2007 and has been involved in a very diverse portfolio of businesses. Vin Pearland is an amusement park. Vin Mart is a grocery store. Vin Mech Healthcare, Vin School, Vin Homes. All these successful businesses help fuel an expansion into technology and industry. In 2017, less than 5.5 years ago, VinFast began construction of its automotive factory in Vietnam and showed their first gasoline-powered vehicles at the Paris Motor Show. How did they move so fast? Number one, they hustle. Lesson to all you kids out there. Always be hustling. Number two, they license products from established OEMs. The Lux A2.0 is based on the previous generation BMW 5 Series with a new front and rear styling and infotainment system. The engine is a BMW 4-cylinder, nothing exciting. The Lux SA 2.0 is based on the previous generation BMW X5. It also licenses the BMW 4-cylinder, and they offer an LS swap with a 6.2-liter V8 from GM called the President. There are rumors that the engine is actually a 6.2-liter Hemi from Opar, but most tie it to GM. On the affordable side, they also license a Chevy Spark design from GM and make the Fadi with a base price under $17,000. Now let's get back to CES, because those internal combustion engine vehicles are done. They were just a practice run. They want to be making electric vehicles, and here they are. An SUV for every size segment, A, B, C, D, E. VinFast VF5 made its debut at CES last year, did not come back this year. It's an A-segment SUV, which is generally considered too small for North America. Not a lot of power or range. It's a city car better suited for other markets. VinFast VF6 is a B-segment SUV larger than the VF5. Standard horsepower is fine at 175 and better with the optional 201 horsepower. Power goes to the front wheels. Specs are overall comparable to the Kia Niro EV and the Chevrolet Bolt EUV. VinFast VF7 is, you guessed it, larger than the VF6. It's a C-segment SUV like the Ford Mach-E. Price has not been revealed. Range is not all that impressive, but power with the optional 348 horsepower could be fun. News out of CES 2023 is that the VF6 and VF7 will start accepting pre-orders from U.S. customers in March 2023, at which time more information about the anticipated delivery date will be available. It's not clear if these two SUVs will be made in Vietnam or at their new plant in North Carolina, America, which wants to be up and running by mid-2024. VinFast VF8, this model starts at $59,000 US and comes with standard all-wheel drive and 348 horsepower, good enough to go from 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. Optional Plus model increases power and acceleration. It comes with an 88 kilowatt-hour battery that recharges from 10 to 70% in just 31 minutes. That's a little slower than what Ford claims with the Mach-E with a similar size battery. On the inside, it features a 15.6-inch display in the middle with heads-up display for the driver. VF9 is a larger SUV with 3 rows of seating, E-segment like the Tesla Model X. It starts at $83,000, standard all-wheel drive and 402 horsepower. Like the two-row VF8, there's also the 15.6-inch display and a HUD. This larger 3-row gets a significant increase in battery capacity, a 123 kilowatt-hour battery that recharges from 10 to 70% in 35 minutes. Given the much larger battery in the VF9, that's significantly quicker charging than the VF8. Compared to the upcoming Volvo EX90, it's close, but a tad bit slower if you go by the OEM claims. Timeout. I want to rant about something. Comparing charging speeds from different OEMs is giving me a headache, so if you're having problems following, join the club. I like to compare charging rate, but in real life, some of the vehicles with the highest numbers can't sustain that number for very long, so it's misleading. Many OEMs are starting to state it in terms of time to recharge to a given percent of charge, but they don't all use the same start and end points, and if the vehicle has a smaller battery, it will look better on paper. That's why other OEMs talk about miles of range added per minute of peak charging, which I wasn't a fan of, but it may be the most driver-friendly way of explaining EVs to get mass adoption. Like what you see? Let's talk about buying one. VinFast currently has 9 stores in California with plans to grow from there. They're currently taking reservations for the VF8 and 9 with final order and delivery later. Pricing seems very reasonable for what appears to be a stylish and premium EV. However, the prices I mentioned earlier do not include the battery. Hear me out on this, okay? Don't freak out. Look, some people rent a home because maintenance is taken care of for them. You can lease a car, you don't own it. Leasing is a tool to get you into more of a product than you might otherwise be able to afford. For $169 to $219 per month, you can drive it as much as you want. If the battery degrades below 70%, they'll replace it for you. Nobody likes paying an extra subscription, but we already do it for lots of other products. VinFast is making a bold move, entering the US market with a different business model. And there you have it, VinFast. Exterior looks premium in person from the pictures. The interior looks excellent too. Specs are good, not amazing. The idea of leasing your battery could be the start of something big or just a confusing proposition. If you live in California, stop by a store and check one out yourself. Thank you for watching. Give it a like and subscribe to get other videos like this in your feed. And check out this cover song by Hilda.
What better place down here? What better time than now?